Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to this cricket happening show. As we all know, the Indian Premier League is kicking off tomorrow. The first leg of the tournament is kicking off in Abu Dhabi due to elections being held in India, and this is the first time the Indian Premier League is being held in the United Arab Emirates, and I'm told it's a total sellout. The tickets have all been sold out for the Sheikh Zayed Stadium in Abu Dhabi, where the first match is going to be played tomorrow between reigning champions, the Mumbai Indians, the champions of 2013, who would be clashing with Kolkata Knight Raiders at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium here in Abu Dhabi. And also, we all know that Sheikh Zayed Abu Dhabi Stadium, whatever matches have been played, it has been low-scoring affairs. The highest score that has been scored over there is 168. So that would give you a feeling as to how the match will be played. In the sense that there are slow tracks, so the spinners will definitely, according to me, come into the equation. But before I actually, what I'm going to do in this particular cricket happening show is definitely I'm going to preview the game between Kolkata Knight Raiders and Mumbai Indians. But as you would know, yesterday when I did my previews, I missed upon one team, and that team was Kolkata Knight Raiders, who are facing tomorrow. So I would do a brief preview of that particular team, just talking about the prospects and all those possibilities. And then in a brief way look at Mumbai Indians and generally talk about that particular game, how it could be, what could be in store for us tomorrow. And also in barring the IPL, we also have some international cricket coming in. The news is that New Zealand are touring the West Indies for a 3-test series, and the New Zealand team has been announced. I'll be talking about that. I mean, we'll be just having a brief look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with we are going to start off with the United Arab Emirates, no doubt about that, the Indian Premier League 2014, which is kicking off tomorrow. But first and foremost, I'm very happy that, you know, I would have only wished that when I was actually residing in United Arab Emirates and also working in the United Arab Emirates, that I was in Dubai. That was the time I would have really loved that Indian Premier League to be played there, but unfortunately that was not the case, and the Indian Premier League is going to be played now. But I'm very happy that, you know, it gives me great pleasure in sharing this thought with all my dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings on this particular cricket show. So I'm really glad that United Arab Emirates is getting a taste of the Indian Premier League, and why not? They are really becoming a very important aspect as far as the International Cricket Conference is concerned, because as you know, the headquarters are in Dubai, as we all know, and it's a wonderful tourist attraction. Dubai, it's a must-see place for all those people who like to be globe-trotting, I would say. Now, what I would like to, the reason that I'm going to start off with, I'm just going to, there might be a lot of people who might know the history, but there are a lot of people who might not know how the cricket actually came into the desert land of the United Arab Emirates. Well, just to give it, just to talk about it in a very brief manner, the man who actually made that possible to get that international cricket to the desert land in the United Arab Emirates was one person, Zayed. It was Abdul Rahman Bukhatir. He was the Sheikh, and he was the one who brought the international cricket, and he was given tremendous support. One of those very talented and wonderful batsmen of yesteryear from Pakistan, Asif Iqbal, who really helped Abdul Rahman Bukhatir in a big way. And that's how the international cricket in United Arab Emirates, in the desert land, I would say, became a reality. And that was the time we saw a lot of matches. One would definitely remember the match in Sharjah, where and you know, there were a lot of clashes between India and Pakistan, and at that time I would say the Indian team was not really strong, and Pakistan were the ones who were actually winning against India, and we used to have sellout crowds there in the Sharjah cricket ground when the final was played. And one final readily comes to mind, and that is the last ball sixer that Javed Miandad of Pakistan smote Chetan Sharma. They needed 6 runs and he hit a 6 to actually win the match, and that is something which will remain in constant memory for everybody there at the United Arab Emirates, especially in Sharjah. Even for me, I still remember that stroke that Javed Miandad of Pakistan played against Chetan Sharma for 6, and how it actually demoralized the Indian bowler Chetan Sharma. Now, okay, this is just, and then cricket became a reality. After that, there was a lot of cricket played, and then there was a lull. There was certain problems that were happening that didn't allow cricket to be played in the United Arab Emirates. But then once again, United Arab Emirates have come into big focus here with the International Cricket Conference having their headquarters in Dubai, and so the value has really increased tenfold. And now more and more countries, as you know, Pakistan can't have their matches in their own land due to the political problems. So all the matches that Pakistan play are held in the United Arab Emirates. So United Arab Emirates have been cooperating great, and as you know, there are a lot of expats there in United Arab Emirates, with Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Sri Lankans, a lot of people from the subcontinent are there, and I am sure it is going to be a great spectacle as far as the Indian Premier League is concerned. And well, as I said, it's a sellout crowd in the United Arab Emirates, and one only hopes that everyone gets their value for money when the Indian Premier League kicks off at the first leg kicks off at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium here in Abu Dhabi. Well, so from here, as I said yesterday, I didn't do a preview of the match between. I didn't do a preview of the Kolkata Knight Raiders team. And let us look at the Kolkata Knight Raiders team. Well, they are led by a captain, Captain Gautam Gambhir. Now, Gautam Gambhir has been a successful captain of the Kolkata Knight Raiders team, but one would know that Gautam Gambhir nowadays, because of out of form, he is not figuring in the Indian cricket team. Well, that does not matter, because Gautam Gambhir definitely came into form in the last domestic match which was played, where he and Sehwag took their team to victory, with Sehwag playing the lead role. So Gautam Gambhir would be captaining the team, and this team is also a real team to look at. They have some very good players, great players, I would say. One is Gautam Gambhir. The second person would be Jack Scalise, who is now retired from Test cricket, but he can be, as I said, he's a complete package, and he will bring. He can perform with bat, ball, and also in the field. And then we have the bowling of Morne Morkel, who can be pretty nippy. And then Sunil Narine, who would, we all know that Kolkata Knight Raiders owe their great success to Sunil Narine, and especially on these tracks in United Arab Emirates. I think the batsmen are going to find it pretty difficult to deal with Sunil Narine, because even on normal tracks he actually gets the ball to turn. He has those mystery deliveries up his sleeve, and with the pitch being so slow, I think Sunil Narine will play a great role as far as the United Arab Emirates, the Indian Premier League is concerned in 2014. And Yusuf Pathan. Now, Yusuf Pathan, as you know, has not been in some good form, and that's the precise reason he doesn't find a place in the Indian team. Now, Yusuf Pathan, according to me, is a very dangerous customer. He didn't have a very good IPL in 2013, barring probably one reasonable knock. But here he is back into the mix, and I'm sure Yusuf Pathan gets this opportunity. Well, he's 31 years of age now, because one thought probably Yusuf Pathan would be a permanent integral member of the one-day international T20 team, but it was not to be. But well, Yusuf Pathan, I really wish him good luck, that he fires on all cylinders and gives wholesome entertainment to the United Arab Emirates crowd there. So that is as far as Yusuf Pathan is concerned. But if he gets going, let me tell you, nothing can really stop him. No bowler can stop him in the world. Andre Russell, we know, is an all-rounder from West Indies. Now, Shakib Al Hasan is another big person who actually plays for Kolkata Knight Raiders. He will strengthen the team to a great extent, because he would be playing there as an all-rounder. And we all know Shakib Al Hasan. And Ryan Doshad, as you know, he had a great Indian Premier League 2013. He was absolutely, I would say, in merciless form. He used to get quick runs. He used to make a lot of runs. He used to pick up wickets. He was a total success there, Ryan Doshad from the Netherlands, and so he would be playing a great part as well. Now, another acquisition as far as Kolkata Knight Raiders is concerned this time is the coming of the Robin Uthappa, the opening batsman. And Robin Uthappa can be very aggressive on the top of the order. He will also do the wicket-keeping duties, and he's a wonderful batsman to watch too, because he really loves to play his strokes. And then we have Vinay Kumar. Vinay Kumar, as you know, has been a very good bowler. He has also taken his team to this time he took them to a major trophy win too. Vinay Kumar, as you remember. So Vinay Kumar is a wonderful and is a handy bat too. And Umesh Yadav, who has not been having a look into the Indian team, even though he possesses a lot of pace, because he is having some injury problems, and he has also not really done much justice. But here he gets another opportunity here in the Indian Premier League 2014. And let's talk about another person, Surya Kumar Yadav, who is a very, very talented bloke coming in. I reckon he's from Uttar Pradesh. He's only 23 years of age, but he's quite a handful. He likes to hit the ball hard. He has, of late in the domestic tourneys, he has done pretty well. And I think Surya Kumar Yadav will be one player who in the Kolkata Knight Raiders one would be really watching. And then look at the other players who are playing for Kolkata Knight Raiders. Manvinder Bisla is also a wicketkeeper batsman. He's a very aggressive bloke. He likes to get after the bowling. And Piyush Chawla is another spinner who would be very, very handy. And then Pat Cummins to add some great pace to this particular attack. I would say Pat Cummins would be somebody who would be bowling with lots of fire and venom, and he would be someone. It would be very interesting to see how Pat Cummins goes and how the players actually play him. Pat Cummins, and then they have Debabrata Das. Kuldeep Yadav is an youngster. He's just 19 years of age. And let's talk about Chris Lynn. Now Chris Lynn, he's one wonderful player. We saw that he got an opportunity against England when he was playing for Australia, and he really clubbed the English bowlers in that solitary opportunity that he got. And one probably is hoping that Chris Lynn is going to recreate some of that magic that he has done in the domestic tourneys in Australia. So Chris Lynn is another player to watch according to me. And all in all, and Manish Pandey, we know what a talented player he is. And they have Veer Pratap Singh, and they have Surya. We already talked about that. So I think this Kolkata Knight Raiders team is also looking pretty balanced as far as I'm concerned. They have some good pace bowlers, they have some good batsmen, some very great batsmen I would say, and also a very good bunch of spinners. So I think the Kolkata Knight Raiders is also looking are going to be pretty tough, and any opposition who would be playing Kolkata Knight Raiders had to be really wary about lots of things lots of talent that the Kolkata Knight Raiders team possesses. Well, so as I said yesterday, I couldn't do a preview, so I just wanted to just touch on that. So I thought they have a very good combination, and I'm expecting some great things to come up from Kolkata Knight Raiders in the Indian Premier League 2014. So good luck to the Kolkata Knight Raiders. So let's go on to the real game. As I said, tomorrow is the first day of the Indian Premier League 2014, the first leg, which is going to be played in the United Arab Emirates. The first match, the curtain raiser between Mumbai Indians and Kolkata Knight Raiders, will be played at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium here in Abu Dhabi. Looking at, as I said, a lot of changes have been made. This Mumbai Indians team now, after, as I did a preview, so let's look at the Mumbai Indians team now. For Mumbai Indians, they have, as you know, Sachin Tendulkar has retired. There's no Ricky Ponting. There's no Dwayne Smith, so there's a lot of oomph which has gone up from the Mumbai team, according to me. But they still have some very good blokes to really handle it. Now they have got the services of Michael Hussey, who has been the success story as far as the Chennai Super Kings were concerned. So he will be playing for Mumbai Indians. So that will be something pretty great. I think that would be a great acquisition. The spin would be in the hands of Harbhajan Singh and Pragyan Oja, and I thought that is also something good. And let's look at the pace attack. The pace attack would definitely be in the hands of Zahir Khan, who would be really having a go as far as the opposition batsmen are concerned. But it's only a matter of Zahir Khan really getting into some hitting the. He should be hitting the right area, so that's something that he needs to do. So just looking at this Mumbai team, I'm just going to have a peek at this Mumbai team and see but they have some very good all-rounders. As I said, they have got some very good acquisitions this time. Rohit Sharma is the one who would be leading the team. As I said, they are the reigning champions, so one would be expecting one would be probably expecting Mumbai Indians to start off with a bang tomorrow in the Indian Premier League 2014. Rohit Sharma would be the captain, and he himself is a very, very good batsman. As I was talking about the all-rounders, they have some very great all-rounders. Corey Anderson, who holds the record as far as the 50 overs one-day international concerned, to slam the fastest century ever in one-day international cricket. And he would also, there are some other all-rounders, as you know, Kieron Pollard, who has just hit form at the right time before the Indian Premier League, when he actually took his team Barbados to victory, Trinidad and Tobago to victory, sorry. So Kieron Pollard is another great all-rounder. So they have some very solid all-rounders in the form of Kieron Pollard, who, you know, and Kieron Pollard is such an all-rounder that I would classify him as an all-rounder par excellence, because he would contribute everywhere. He is absolutely electric, whether it is with the bat, whether it is with the ball, or whether it is in the field. He is such a type of player. And looking at the batting, as far as the Mumbai Indians are concerned, Rohit Sharma, then they have Ben Dunk, who is another overseas player this time. They have Gautam, who is a good batsman. But I think the batting with the going of Ricky Ponting, Sachin Tendulkar, and Dwayne Smith, the hard hitter, I think this Mumbai Indians batting, to me, even though they have some great all-rounders in the form of Kieron Pollard and Corey Anderson, I have a feeling that there is a bit of inexperience as far as the Mumbai Indians team is concerned, and also I think they lack their batting. To me, is not looking pretty strong. But anyway, time will tell the story. But I have a feeling that this batting unit, as far as Mumbai is concerned, has got a bit weak here. But well, the all-rounders are there, but you know, the all-rounders only come into the middle order. But we also need some very good, barring Michael Hussey and Rohit Sharma. I don't find a lot of a lot of substance as far as this Mumbai Indians team is concerned. But the bowling is pretty sharp. So I think the best thing for Mumbai Indians would be to either bowl out the opposition or restrict the opposition to a very low score, and that would be the hands of prime bowlers, Lasith Malinga. And you know, Lasith Malinga, one of the great bowlers. So Lasith Malinga and Zahir Khan would operate in tandem, and then they have some quality spinners in Pragyan Ojha and Harbhajan Singh and Corey Anderson, Kieron Pollard to support them. Ambati Rayudu is another good player. Jalaj Saxena has been doing well. Aditya Tare possesses a lot of talent. They have Pawan Suyal, Apur Wankade. But all in all, as I said, the batting is, for me, is looking a bit weak, but the bowling is looking strong. For the Mumbai Indians, their best bet in this to actually, I would regain, in the sense, keep the crown of the Indian Premier League with them, would be that the batting, the bowling has to definitely deliver the goods, in the sense, if they are able to restrict the opposition, that would be great for Mumbai. But if they allow the opposition, according to me, to go on to a big score, then I think the Mumbai Indians batting, even though they have some great all-rounders in the form of Kieron Pollard and Corey Anderson, I have a feeling that there will be a slight struggle, because I always have a feeling that the top order should be, the first 3 or 4 should be pretty solid. Now, as I said, with the going of Sachin Tendulkar, Ricky Ponting and Dwayne Smith, I have a slight feeling that there is a sort of a bit of a weak link, not a great weak link, but a bit of a weak link in this Mumbai Indian lineup. But well, as I said, we will all come to know everything, because tomorrow we will also have a good look at the United Arab Emirates pitches, where in in Abu Dhabi we would also get the feeling that whether what one has thought it out to be, that United Arab Emirates wickets are a bit slow and would definitely aid the spinners. So probably it is going to go to the T20 World Cup way, probably, as it went in Bangladesh, where the spinners held sway. And well, if that is going to be the case, I think definitely we are going to have some great games there, no doubt about it. So let's leave from here. So all in all, the Indian Premier League is about to kick off tomorrow, the first match, and as usual I'll be there. But depending on the time, I would have to see, because it all depends. I will definitely love to give the report, but it also depends, if at all I have to look at the time factor. Well, if everything goes well, then definitely your host Ram is there to cover the first T20 match, no doubt about that. But I would love to. So let's get on from here and go to some cricket news. And this cricket news is coming in from New Zealand, where New Zealand are touring the West Indies. They're going to play a 3-test series in West Indies. and this is going to be starting in the end of May. And as far as New Zealand are concerned, as you know, Luke Ronchi, who has never had a chance to get into test matches, he has been doing well as far as as far as one-day internationals are concerned, T20s are concerned. Already they have made a mark as far as Luke Ronchi, the wicketkeeper batsman, is concerned. But what is very important is the New Zealand selectors are actually having great faith in Luke Ronchi. They have really encouraged him. They have given him his chances, and I thought that they have really given him a long rope. And now what they have done is that they have really thrown the rope to him by including him for the Test series against West Indies. And so Luke Ronchi is one person who has come into the team. So now he will get a chance to debut in the Test matches, and he would also be getting the taste of the final format of the game, that is Test matches. So that is Luke Ronchi, the wicketkeeper batsman, who has come into the team. Other than that, there would be one has probably seen that Jitan Patel has made himself unavailable, the right-arm off-spinner, and they have gone for an off-spinner by the name Mark Craig, as Daniel Vettori has said that Daniel Vettori he's still not, he still feels that he still has to still wait to come into the New Zealand team, and that's the reason they have gone for some talent. They have gone for a new rookie by the name an off-spinner Mark Craig, and I'm told in the first-class matches he represented Otago, and he did the Plunket Season Shield, which is the domestic tourney in Australia. I picked up 22 wickets, and they feel that Craig would play a great role, considering the fact that West Indies have a lot of left-handers. As you know, off-spinners are always good against left-handers. So Mark Craig would also is the another new cap in the Test squad that is selected. Other than that, Peter Fulton, who is a perfectly Test player, but one looks at his scores that he scored. When New Zealand played against West Indies, barring 150 that he got, he even failed against India, as you would all remember. So Peter Fulton still gets an opportunity along with Hamish Rutherford. Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor, we all know they are in some good form. Brendan McCullum, the captain, one knows that he's in some great form of his life, one could say. And then Tom Latham, Corey Anderson, Watling, Ronchi, Neesham, Mark Craig, Tim Southey, Neil Wagner, Trent Boult, Ish Sodhi once again gets an opportunity. So all in all, I think this is the selection. So as I said, New Zealand are touring the West Indies for a series of 3 Test matches. Well, dear fans and subscribers, today, fortunately enough, I got a lot of time to talk on this Cricket Happening show, which really makes me feel glad about it. And I hope it's the same as far as my dear friends and subscribers and fans of cricket subscribers, fans of Cricket Happenings, and whoever the new persons who are actually viewing the Cricket Happening show for the first time are concerned. Always been a pleasure to talk on this Cricket Happening show, and I just need more and more time so that I can give more and more time to this wonderful game that God has invented, cricket. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this very note, I'm going to take leave now as far as this Cricket Happening show is concerned, and you'll be seeing me tomorrow on my next Cricket Happening show. And well, I just can't wait to watch the cricket unfold for the first time ever as far as the Indian Premier League is concerned, when it kicks off, when the ball will be set, the ball will be rolling, when Mumbai Indians, the reigning champions of the Indian Premier League, would take on the Kolkata Knight Raiders at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium here in Abu Dhabi. Until then, it's goodbye from your host Ram for the day. Thank you.